folks. So I am trying something new and starting 2021 with my first 2021 episode of It's 5 o'clock here as an experimental Instagram live. So this is going to be episode 41 of It's 5 o'clock here, and we're going to be doing a drink that I call the Fragola Balsamica, which is my really poor Italian accent. But it is one that I actually designed to be fully non-alcoholic, but you can add gin or vodka because, I mean, gin or vodka makes everything better. So this one plays up on one of my absolute favorite desserts that's really nice and light, which is balsamic and strawberries. So what I do is I take balsamic vinegar and a little bit of sugar. I macerate freshly cut strawberries with it. And then I take some vanilla ice cream, let it sit out and melt, and then stir in some fresh balsamic and then refreeze it. So this drink is based on that particular recipe. So we're going to start this out in a shaker tin. And we're going to start out by slicing up 6 fresh strawberries. So I have, strawberries are like all kinds of random sizes. So, just pick ones that are about medium-ish size. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to cap these off and then slice them up and pop them into my shaker tin. And I will be posting this under It's 5 o'clock here after this is all done because, again, like I said, this is my experimental Instagram live. So we started out with this shaker tin and I am slicing up 6 fresh strawberries, small to medium size, popping this in here. And this can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. And I did create this with the intention of it being a fully non-alcoholic drink. So, whether you're observing dry January or whether you just don't drink, or maybe you need a drink to forget about the fact that all kinds of crazy stuff is going on all over the world, but especially 2.5 miles away from my home. It's a good excuse to have a little bit of fruit. It also adds a little bit of dimension with the balsamic in it. So I have 6, I know this looks like a lot, 6 strawberries cut up and sliced up in my shaker tin. And fun fact, strawberries actually whiten your teeth. So, you're doing a good thing for both, your body, right? You're getting your fruit in, and then also you're whitening your teeth. This is a double whammy. So we have this in here. Now we're going to do 1/4 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. So I do recommend always squeezing right into your jigger measure. So I'm going to squeeze in 1/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice to add just a little bit of zing, but also a little bit of sweetness. Then I'm going to add 1/4 ounce of balsamic vinegar. Now, this particular balsamic vinegar is strawberry infused. It's from my friends at Stuardo's in Lexington, Kentucky. If you do, you can actually order from them online. They'll ship it to you. And then some places have those like olive oil stores that you can go into, and they have all those different flavors of infused balsamics. It's a great way to add a little bit of dimension to your drinks, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic. So we did 1/4 ounce of lemon juice, 1/4 ounce of balsamic, and 6 chopped up strawberries. Now I'm going to add in 1/2 ounce of rich simple syrup. Remember, that is 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. And I will be posting the recipe when I post this video as well. Now I'm going to add in 2 ounces of soda water just to make sure that I can get a nice little, enough water in there to actually muddle this properly. Now, if you are using gin or vodka, this is the time to add 2 ounces of gin or vodka. So you would not add the soda water if you are doing this alcoholic. So it's 2 ounces of gin or vodka, or 2 ounces of soda water if you want this non-alcoholic. Now to top this off, I'm going to add in 8 fresh basil leaves, just pop them off in there, and I'm gonna grab a few more here from my Aero garden. And no, I'm not growing anything that's not in your grocery store aisle in my hydroponic garden. So now I'm going to take my muddler and give this a really good muddle. And then, this is like a real arm workout. So if anybody has a resolution, by the way, to do a lot of nice exercises, this is a good opportunity. And really what we're doing here is we're trying to juice. We are juicing this strawberry. So, you know, I mean, it's a smoothie, it's healthy, it's like a health beverage, right? And it's got vitamin C in it, so it's effectively an emergency. I'm not a doctor. I assume zero liability for any of this. All right, so we have this in here, and now the last thing we're going to do is add an egg white. The egg white is optional, but, you know, if you do add an egg white, it becomes a protein shake. So once again, you know, it's a health beverage. So the egg white, what this is going to do is this is going to effectively make it a sour. So it's going to give a beautiful viscosity to it and mouthfeel, which is somebody's either least favorite word or favorite word. I don't judge. So we have the egg white. We have 2 ounces of either gin or vodka or soda water. Remember, this is designed as a non-alcoholic drink, but, you know, listen, if I didn't give you the option to put gin or vodka in it, who would I be? 1/4 of an ounce of lemon juice and 1/4 of an ounce of balsamic vinegar. Then finally 1/2 ounce of rich simple syrup, as well as those 6 strawberries and 8 slices of basil. Now I'm gonna go add some ice. Clearly my mise en place was not fully done. So I have my ice in here, and now I'm going to do a reverse dry shake where I'm going to shake this with ice, then strain it out, and then do another shake at the end. So shake this up for about 20 seconds. Now I'm gonna also add in just a little bit more soda water, maybe an ounce or so, just to make sure there is enough room in there. Now this is going to be voluminous. There we go, because I want to make sure that I've got enough room in here to shake things up. All right, that's good. Now there's going to be a lot of junk in here, so we're going to go ahead and strain this out into, if you don't have a Boston shaker like this one that has the 2 tins in it, make sure that you get another glass to shake that out in. Now this is gonna feel like a lot of volume in this other one because we got a lot of strawberries in there, basil, etc. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump this out. I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse to make sure my little bits of basil are out of there. Now I'm going to shake this up one more time. And this really, that double shake, that dry shake, gives it a lot more volume because then the hydrophilic and hydrophobic molecules of the protein in the egg white have that opportunity to really stand up and pull in all of those air bubbles. I'm gonna serve this in a coupe glass, and I'm going to now just strain this out. It smells really nice. All right. Now to garnish this, I am going to take a sliced strawberry and I am going to just do a little slice right here. And then I'm going to take one of the pieces of basil from my arrow garden that has blossomed so I can actually utilize those little flowers. And I'm gonna poke it right in the strawberry right there. And that, my friends, is a Fragola Balsamica. Please ignore my awful, awful Italian. But this is a wonderful dry January cocktail or a no alcohol cocktail. Or again, you can add vodka or gin to it if that's how you're feeling. So cheers, folks. Oh, tastes like dessert. How do I end this thing?